One of the things that we can complement is the design and build team. And like I said earlier, they always have the greatest ideas on paper, but it's not always practical. And so one of the things that we do is we like to give suggestions. Although not always taken, we have many suggestions and many solutions. And one of them, I know that this railing system went back and forth for almost a week about the design team. Did it look good? Did it match? Was it going to be too bulky? And we were able to suggest the stainless steel cable rail system along with this powder coated aluminum subframe with an Ipe top. And the design team put a little trust and faith in us, and they like the final result.
And you know what I'm seeing from my perspective is how long these boards are, right? And long boards aren't always easy to find.
Not everybody has this type of material in stock. Also, the type of length that's needed for a project like this. Many of these smaller supply houses that don't stock this material cannot provide you with long length Ipe.
Yeah, and all the dimensions. Let's go over it. Look at how many different sizes there are. Like, what is this deck made out of? What did you use for, what boards did you use?
So the deck boards are 1x6 Ipe.
Okay.
It's kind of a standard deck board.
What about these louvers?
The
what did you
louvers
use?
are made out of 5/4. It's a little bit thicker, it's stronger, and it looks a little better.
What about the frame?
The frame is, I don't know what the frame is.
This is 1x2, right?
No, we actually cut this down from 1x6.
Okay, so
We
see,
cut 'em
you
in
have
half.
the solution, and you have the manpower, and you have the ideas to do things on site, which is amazing.
The Pergola and Trellis above us is made out of 2x6, and this is a very, very difficult length to get. 16 or 18 footers and the Ipe. And even these stairs, I call them the $1 million stairs because they are built out of 2x12 Ipe. Very, very difficult to get. Most people have to order this directly from Brazil, and we were able to get it right from Brazilian lumber.
Well, that's like getting it directly from Brazil, right? This is amazing. I mean, I just think this is so gorgeous. You guys, I think it's important also that you were always involved from the start, right? Like, you can look at paper and say, this isn't gonna work, guys, because of weight or size or, you know, installation type. You can do all that, right?
Sure. Earlier, I showed you a picture of this entire building when it was just a shell. And that's what we were introduced first. And right from the beginning, Jim and I were making recommendations of what worked for us in the past, what other successful sales centers have used, and they really took us up on a lot of our ideas.
Well, yeah, you're the experts. I mean, really, who else in South Florida has the amount of experience that you guys have in luxury sales centers?
One of our niche businesses is sales centers, and in particularly wrapping them with this beautiful Ipe. And once we were able to achieve one sales center for a high-end condo unit, we've got many referrals for others.
So what goes into, like, what makes you guys so special? How do you get selected for a project like this?
Well, number one, I think you have to have the financial stability and the properly licensed and insured, like I said before. But you also have to have the people, which has been a tough topic lately. And all of our employees are W-2 employees, and they're full-time employees. And we've been able to retain our staff and some of the top carpenters in the area.
That's amazing. And you know, one thing that I've always noticed, because, you know, we always supply your hardwoods and we're always bringing you shipments of everything you need, all your hardware, your wood. And every time we've come on site, one of you guys has been here, manning the project, you know, really being the face of it all, which I don't find in a lot of other companies.
That makes a big difference, especially on these types of projects. Either myself or my partner Jim are on the job every single day. And what that does, it cuts out a lot of the red tape. We need decisions that have to be made almost instantly. On some of the projects with other contractors, you could wait hours or days for some of these important decisions to be made. And when Jim and I are here, we're able to take care of them instantly.
So one of the questions we get a lot is about how to maintain Ipe. And really, Ipe doesn't require any maintenance unless you want to keep the color, right?
Absolutely.
But they decided not to keep the color here, right?
So currently this particular boardwalk is fading to ashy gray, which is a known fact with Ipe, and many of our designers, many of our boardwalks that we do in Fort Lauderdale and Miami beaches, this is the exact look that the architects are looking for. And as time goes on, it will get a little more of an ashy gray and kind of all blend together. And you're starting to see the onset of that.
Yeah, it's this beautiful silver patina, which looks really great in these tropical settings right next to the ocean, right next to the beach. It's also a great advantage is when it turns the silver patina, it becomes even more heat repellent, right? Because the lighter color absorbs less heat and absorbs less sun rays.
And what some people watching might not know is that although this is turning to ashy gray right now, with a nice light sand and a coat of oil, it will look brand new again.
That's right. And how often, if I wanted to maintain this, the original color, how often would I have to oil it right next to the beach?
So you're making a great point, right next to the beach. You might want to oil it maybe 2 to 3 times a year when it's in the direct sunlight. However, if this was a residential project or if it was more in the shade, it would probably be less than that and less maintenance.
Right. And speaking of residential projects, I heard that you're doing some pretty high-end residential homes, right?
So most of our projects are luxury beach projects. We do select home projects. We try to stick to the commercial projects. We like to be on projects. They're going to take anywhere from 3 to 6 months in length. That's our wheelhouse. But we also do quite a bit of houses on the beach properties.
Yeah, I've seen a few of the ones they've done, and they look awesome. So again, thank you, John. Thank you for bringing me here. Thank you for showing us all the different types of Ipe that were installed, and you guys do an amazing job. This is why you're the expert in your field. I love working with you guys. I love seeing your work, and hopefully we'll build the next showroom again.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for coming out, giving us this opportunity, and we look forward to a continued fruitful partnership.
Of course.